What's going on, people? Ndot with another tutorial. Today I decided to do a tutorial on how to play Notorious B.I.G's Big Poppa, which samples In Between the Sheets by the Isley Brothers. I'm doing this tutorial today as a little tribute because today is the 14th year since Biggie passed away. So I decided to do a little tutorial tribute on how to play that song. The song is, I would say, probably beginner to intermediate, because it's not complicated, but the chords can get a bit complicated if you don't understand. So what I'm going to do as I'm going along, I'm just going to show you the chords, and I'm going to explain the chords as well, briefly. But in more tutorials to come, I will explain the theory behind all extended chords, flat 5, flat 9, major, minor, scales, everything as time goes along. But today is my first video, so I'm going to try and do something for you right now. So, right, let's get started. The first chord is called an F major 7 chord. So you play with your left hand, you play an F, and with your right hand you play F, A, C, E. That's an F major chord. Those who know how that's constructed, basically it is a major chord with a major 7th. More simpler. It's an F major chord, and the major 7 is basically the 7th interval in the F major scale, or the root of that chord. So the root of the chord is the F major, is the F. So you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an F major chord with a major 7, and that's the major 7. The 7th interval of the major scale is the E. So you add that on top of the major chord already to make that major 7. Next chord, this is called an E7 flat 9 chord. So it's basically an E with your left hand, right hand, A flat, D, D, F. Or what I like to do is, another one of my tricks is, instead of just playing one bass note, you just play the octave as well. This chord is an E, E, A flat, B, D, F. Now how an E7 flat 9 is constructed is an E dominant 7th with a flat 9th in it. Now I'm going to show it to you. Basically, it's an E chord. To construct an E7 chord, or E dominant 7th, is basically an E chord with a minor 7 on top. An E major with a minor 7. So you've got E major chord, which is E, A flat, D, and you've got the minor 7th, which is the D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just here. Sorry, I was going in a major scale. Sorry, minor scale. Just here. This is the D. So you play that, and now it says flat 9. Now flat 9 is it's a way of saying 2. The 9th is the 2, the 11 is the 4, the 13 is the 6, and so on and so on. But they just wanted to go correct. It's correct to call it go up and up and up instead of calling it as you got a 7 and you got a 2. It'll get confusing, so they just go up. But basically, the 9th in the E major scale now is the F sharp, and you flatten it. So main flatten meaning to go down a semitone, and sharp means to go up, but you're flattening it today. So flatten it to the F. Now the whole chord together is E, A flat, B, D, F. That's the chord. So from here, next chord is an easy chord, A minor chord. Play it twice. So the E minor chord is A minor chord is the A, C, E. So next chord you pass down chromatically down from the A to the G. chromatically meaning go down every note. So if I was to say go down chromatically from B to E, it's basically saying just go down to the E every note. In this case, I'm saying go down from E to the G. So when you play the A minor twice, down to the G, and when you play the G, the next chord is G minor chord. So the G minor chord is the G, B flat, B. Next chord is a G minor slash C chord. Now, if you look on sheet music or tablatures or anything, any type of sheet music, you will see a slash between a note and a chord. Now that basically means you play a chord slash the bass note they've given you in that chord. So for example, you will see on the sheet music G minor slash C. Now what you play is a G minor chord with a C bass note. That's all it is. People get confused, and you know, sheet music likes to confuse you with all these types of symbols and letters and words, but that's all it is. So from the beginning, it repeats again. Repeats once again. So you play it twice, the same chords twice, and then when you get up to the G minor slash C chord, you play a B minor 7 flat 5 chord. As I was saying before, B minor 7 chord, a B minor 7 chord, which is the minor 7th on top of the B minor chord of the A. So you play that. Which is the 7th interval in the B minor scale. Play it on top. And the flat 5 is basically the flat 5th. So the flat 5, the 5th is the F sharp. The perfect 5th is the F sharp. And you flatten it. Flatten basically means go down a semitone. Sharp means go up. So and the chord is now B, D, F, A. So on this chord we're playing it like this. Instead of having the D here, moving the D up to here. So all it is basically a B chord, a B note, sorry, with basically in first position, the D minor chord in the first position. So your root position, first position, second position. We're playing it in first position with the B on top. So next chord is the A7 flat 9 chord which we played before, which is the E, and you've got the A flat, B, D, F, and it repeats. And now we have the synth line. The little, it's not a synth, it's more like a little twinkly bit. I can't expect like bells or I don't know. But this bit goes, yeah. So you play basically octaves. You've got B, A, B, C, D. That's all it is. That's all it is. Just from the beginning. That's it. Next is, as you know, there's a little synth line that comes in the chorus, the sine wave synth line that comes in the chorus, which goes. Comes in with the obviously. So the synth line, basically E, E, D, C, B, C, B, A, B, E, D. Repeat again. And the second time you play G as well. So. And it repeats again. And it repeats again. And it goes back into the chords. It goes back into the chords again. So, quick recap. F major 7, E7 flat 9, A minor, G minor, G minor slash C chord, F major 7, E7 flat 9, and the next chord is A minor, G minor, G minor slash C, E minor 7 flat 5, E7 flat 9, A minor, G minor, G minor slash C, E7 flat, E minor 7 flat 5, E7 flat 9, and you got the C, and the synth line E, E, B, C, B, C, B, A, B, E, D, E, E, C, D, C, B, C, B, A, B, E, E, G. Repeats. And it repeats again. And that's the song for you. Signing out. Follow my Twitter, which will come up on the screen right now. Ndot Productions. And check my channel, subscribe, rate, comment, all of that. And I'll be coming at you with more tutorials. Just comment on what you would like to hear next, and I'll make sure to get that ASAP. So, yeah.